juga pasti akan ada uh, pasti juga ada collapsing gitu kan, ada gangguan terhadap pasar meat. Kemudian juga perlu dilakukan research and development bagaimana membuat varian vegans yang vegetables yang rasanya meat kayak gitu kan. Converting itu juga butuh biaya banyak. Kemudian kita akhirnya kalau udah survei orang siapa yang tertarik to become vegan, kita akhirnya yaitu lakuin promosi, lakuin campaign, lakuin socialization, education terhadap pentingnya to become vegan. Itu juga butuh duit kan. Nah, subsidi itu nanti diserupakan dalam itu rangkaian kegiatan itu juga. Kalau it comes to individual or people, nanti baru dibentuk misalnya kayak we estimated gitu kan. Berapa dalam hari, minggu, bulan, tahun, atau misalnya per semester orang itu likely bakal becomes less addicted to meat itu perkiranya berapa waktunya. Nah, gitu baru kita desain just how much that we are going to pay for per individual kayak gitu. Jadi long story itu sebenarnya long mechanism kalau diceritain ya. Oke. Jadi fix ini ya. Kita pakai British kayaknya ini cukup. Oke, jadi nanti kayak gini aja, ada berapa orang ini? Ada 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 orang. Oke, ada 500 orang karena terlalu banyak, nanti kita coba 400 orang berarti banyak yang double ya. Kalau nggak double kayak gini aja, simple sih kayak latihannya kemarin itu sama temanku. Yang temanku itu yang Yudanya itu. Jadi dibuat ya udah kayak gitu, dipartnerin aja. Nur ini mau dipartnerin sama si Gerson tuh yang kemarin yang mana sih? Aku lupa belum melihat. Belum lihat lagi.
Halo, Nur. Yang itu belum masuk sih, Sir, yang Kalista itu.
Oh, Kalista, I see. Ya udah nggak apa-apa. Oke, jadi kayak gini aja. Oke, aku buat ya meetingnya. Jadi kalian nggak harus ngulangi aja. Jadi kayak ya udah latihannya sekali aja gitu, nggak usah ngedouble gitu. Jadi kalian bisa maximizing the time you have. Oke, Oji.
Bagus, belum kamu mute loh.
TikTok videos. Oh ya, sir, mau tanya, sir.
Yes.
About the rule of second speaker and first speaker, is it fixed or we can change?
Di mana nih? Asian Parliamentary atau BP?
BP.
British. Ya sebenarnya rule mereka udah berbeda ya. Kalau pembicara pertama oposisi itu sama kayak pembicara kedua OG ya. OG pembicara yang itu jadi nggak bisa itu bisa disamakan. Tapi kalau misalnya yang pembicara pertamanya OG yang mereka punya apa ya spesifikasi tertentu kayak gitu. Gitu.
Maksudnya kalau misalnya kan ini saya sama Misal 2 orang, terus kalau misalkan tanding pertama itu saya jadi first, tanding kedua saya jadi second, itu bisa nggak sih?
Biasanya nggak boleh gitu. Biasanya udah apa ya, udah tetap gitu posisinya itu. Tapi nggak apa-apa lakuin aja sampai nanti ada yang larang.
Kalau larang terus tiba-tiba diskualifikasi.
Ya nggak tahu dari mana kayak gitu kan.
Kan nggak ada aturannya.
Iya, tapi
ada peraturannya nggak?
Nggak ada sih. Pas TM nggak ada.
Ya udin.
Cuma dijelasin rule-nya first apa, second apa, nggak harus satu orang untuk satu role selamanya.
Iya, biasa aja dong satu orang satu rules lamanya. Anjay,
Wadidaw.
baper ini orang lagi satu. Ya gantian lah, masa aktif mulu. Role-nya. Oke, udah itu ya. Aku jelasin itu posisinya Bagus sama Nur. Terus Bima jadi OO. Terus Shell jadi CG, CO-nya Gerson. Ada, oke. Kirain nambah orang ini, tapi ternyata Gerson 2 orang nih. Oh, Gerson jadi opa-opa. Oke. Mosinya karena ini pakai BP, jadi 15 menit ya prepare time-nya. Wait. Kalian buka di bed timer juga boleh, bakal sangat helpful. Settingnya di bed style, British monitor system, preparation time. Oke, ini mosinya. Silakan tanyakan yang bingung. Ada yang bingung?
Ini maksudnya donasi ke animal padahal manusia itu masih suffering gitu sih.
Ya.
Berarti ini
Clear ya?
This house believe that ya.
Yes.
Berarti termasuk retrospektif ya.
Iya. Bisa didebat, kamu nggak bisa
you.
tanya kayak gini loh ya. Kamu harus assuming by themselves, by yourself.
Oke.
Baru mau
Oke, kalau-
tanya,
Oh iya, silakan.
THBT itu apa ya?
This house believe that Gerson.
Oh, oke, makasih.
Oke.
Masyarakat percaya bahwa kayak gitu. Dan kalau di lomba debat, kalian nggak bisa tanya lagi kalau misalnya waktu klarifikasi mosi udah habis kayak gitu loh. Jadi ini nih waktu klarifikasi mosi ya tanya-tanya part yang difficult to comprehend. Kemudian kalian nggak tanya. Waktu case building kalian tanya, itu nggak boleh, udah. Waktunya udah habis. Oke? Karena nggak ada yang tanya lagi. Case building 15 menit, we start from now. Here.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'm gonna start speech in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, our mission today is that house believe that it is immortal. It is immoral to donate to animal related cause when human suffering still exists. Ladies and gentlemen, we as a government team absolutely agree with this motion because why? Why it is immortal to donate to animal related cause when human suffering still exists, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, it is immortal, ladies and gentlemen, because as we know that human is the living creatures that rules our world, that rules our earth, ladies and gentlemen. The human, the people are the one that can be lead the living creatures in this earth, ladies and gentlemen. And the animal is just animal, ladies and gentlemen. They can survive by themselves, and they don't have any mind. They don't have they don't have any mind. So if we solve our human, we will solve our animal problem too, ladies and gentlemen. And then I will tell you why animal problem exists, ladies and gentlemen, and we have to donate to animal. Ladies and gentlemen, actually, animal problem exists because the human, ladies and gentlemen, you if you know, ladies and gentlemen, what is the main problem from animal problem? What is the main cause from animal problem? It is human, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, human has the problem because they have so many daily needs, and then they have to solve their problem. They have to seek for their needs, and then they kill the animal. And then if they kill the animal, and by the time the human demands from animal from foods is so higher than before, so they have to kill more animal, and then it will make the animal problem. And also the human also need the place to live. So when the demand is higher, they will just take the animal place to live, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why the annual problem exists, ladies and gentlemen. And if we donate, if we solve the human problem first, like those those kind of food and those kind of place that human needs, it will also fix the human animal, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why we have to donate to human first, then we have to donate to animal, ladies and gentlemen, because basically the main problem of the animal is also the human. So if we fix the root of the problem, which is human problem, it will also fix the animal problem, ladies and gentlemen. And then we don't have the animal problem anymore if the human problem was solved, ladies and gentlemen, in the very first place. And also, ladies and gentlemen, in the status quo, there are so many people still suffering in this world. There are so many people suffering from hunger in Yemen, Chad, Zambia, Haiti, Sudan. There are so many people that still suffer in the very first problem of human daily needs, which is the food, ladies and gentlemen. So how do you think our people, our brother, our sister, we have our brother and sister in this world that still suffering from the foods, even they don't have the access for the food, for the water, for the clean water, for the place to live, and you just donate the money that you can use for solving this problem to the animal first. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that as a government this is immoral, ladies and gentlemen, because human hierarchy is the top of our living creatures, ladies and gentlemen. So we also have the human right, ladies and gentlemen. Human right. What is the human right, ladies and gentlemen? The human right is about we have to care about the people needs, ladies and gentlemen. And also, actually, inside of this human right, it is also content of the animal right, ladies and gentlemen. We also believe in the basic of human right. It's also content that we have to save our animal, we have to love our animal. So basically if we did this human right with the right way, it will also solve the animal, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why we believe that this is immortal to donate to the animal first, then instead of the human suffering still exists, ladies and gentlemen. And then I want to give you an example from this case, ladies and gentlemen. Just like for now, the trending one about the white rhino is extinct from our Earth, even though they already exist from 55 million years ago, ladies and gentlemen. I will explain you why the rhino why the rhino was extinct for now, ladies and gentlemen. It is because the human problem, ladies and gentlemen. The human has the problem for about their money. we also know that there are some people that has the problem with their money. They cannot get the good job, so did the they have to do the wrong way to get the money, like the how to say uh, pemburuan liar, ladies and gentlemen, like that. Those people who did the pemburuan liar, actually they don't have any choice, ladies and gentlemen, because they already have the problem with their life. Um, uh, Basically, or usually they are the people that have been go to jail before, so and they want to go to the people, they want to go to society back, but the society doesn't accept them, and then that's why they don't have any choice, so they do this, which is they do the perburuan liar in our forest, so they will make our animal extinct, ladies and gentlemen. So that's explain you why this animal, and for my example it is white rhino, is extinct, ladies and gentlemen, because the basic because the very first place of because the root of the problem isn't solved yet, ladies and gentlemen. The root of the problem is about the human problem. That's why this animal extinct, and that's why our animal has so many problems, like their place, the forest was decreased, and so on and so forth, ladies and gentlemen. So we believe that in our side of the house, we have to save the human first, because the human is the leader of our environment. The human is the leader of our living creatures, ladies and gentlemen. And also, if we solve the human first, we will save the animal too, ladies and gentlemen, because the basic problem, the root of the problem for the animal problem is the human. And also, we also have so many cases, like our in Yemen, and also our Palestine, ladies and gentlemen. In the Palestine, we also have the problem with people on Palestine, because they have war, but they cannot stand in their legs, because they need our help, ladies and gentlemen. So just just donate, just help this human first, and then we will together help to the animal, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all from me. Very proud to propose.
Thank you. Let's move on to the opening opposition. Leader of opposition, the floor is yours. Bima. Hello, Bima. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Right. My speech start from 3, 2, 1. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what's our benefit of animal for the environment as well as humans? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you and I want to explain to you. First, food source. Animals are a source of food for human, others, and plant. Animals provide complete amino acid protein for human growth and development. Example of food source from animal are red meat, white meat, animal oil, and also milk. This is very important for people. And second, clothing material. Reporting from Top.co, animal skins have been made as clothing that warms humans from 100,000 to 500,000 years ago. Clothing made of animal skin are fur, and fur maintains the human body temperature so that it can survive in cold weather. In this era, leather and animal fur are still used in the fashion world as clothing, robes, jackets, shoes, bags, and wallet. Third, consumer in the food chain. Animals are consumer who eat plants or even other animal in the food chains. With Without animal producers, such as plant will live very fertile and uncontrolled, so that they can invade human habitation. Pollination of plant butterflies, birds, and also bees are animals that can help pollinate plants. Without these animals, some plants such as blueberries, flowers, and wild plants cannot reproduce and grow. Then, decomposer. Do you know where the bodies of the dead living things disappear to? When humans die, they will be buried as well as pets. But what about wild animals? How can animal carcasses disappear from the earth? Surface without accumulating and spreading odors here and there. The answer is the existence of decomposers. Reporting from National Geographic, decomposers are animal or microorganisms that dismantle the carcass of living things and break them down into molecules that can be absorbed by the environment. These basic substances are then reabsorbed by living things to grow and develop. Examples of decomposers are protozoa, bacteria, fungi, earthworms, millipedes, termites, maggots. And then is fertilizer produce. Animal manure is naturally used as fertilizer by plants. Animal waste is broken down by decomposers into substances needed by plants such as nitrogen. This is why plants that coexist with animal can drive, derive without human intervention. Tracker animal dogs and mice are known to have a sharper sense of smell than human. Reporting from Global Giving, mice are used as landmine detectors because they have a sharp smell. Rats are even more effective at detecting landmines than metal detectors, which are expensive and dangerous to the operator life. And sniffer dogs are even worse than mice. Read Dogs have helped human science 20,000 years ago in hunting, herding, and self-defense activities. Until now, dogs remain loyal friends for humans. And then improve health. Human reported from the for Disease Control and Prevention or CDC. Raising animal can reduce blood pressure, cholesterol levels, blood sugar levels, feelings of loneliness, and improve socialization skills in human. Pets can even help children with autism to be able to socialize with their surrounding. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you for listening.
I'm sorry, let's call the Deputy Prime Minister here. Floor is yours, Nur.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, this house, this house believes that it is immoral to donate to animal related causes when human suffering still exists. Why we agree, which mean it is immoral to donate to animal related when we know that human suffering is exists until now. So I really want to ask a really simple question actually. So which is more important, human or animal? So imagine it, if human disappear, who gonna help us with our life? And who gonna rule the government if humans gone? So as the social creature where human must help other human, because they can't live without another human. We can see that right now there is so many humans suffering, like starving, and then the victim of war, and then virus. In India itself, there is 2,000 people die every day because of coronavirus. Isn't it better to donate on them than animal? Are we gonna ignore all of these people? Which we really can't ignore them because we want to help animal more than human. So just for your information, animal has instinct to survive and avoid danger. So with or without us, animal know how to survive. So if we watch again, same as like what Bagus said, in the Palestine right now, there is so many victims from the war. So maybe it's possible every day there is someone die, maybe more than one or 10. How do you think their feelings now? I mean, you sleep and then the next morning you won't see any sunlight. You are come back to your that mean you come back to your God. So isn't it better to donate to human more than animal? So with giving the donation to human will help their life from suffering and also give them some hope to survive. I think it's simple for me. Actually, it's come back to ourselves again. I mean, human have humanity and we have brain to think which one is more important, human or animal. Animals know how they have to live. They know when they have to die. So as a human, it's really great if we can help each other. Imagine it, we donate to them, we give them a hope to life, we give them the reason to life, we give them, I would say, a really, even is a little light to them. They know there is someone care to them, someone gonna support them, someone gonna help them even in a far place. So I think that's why that's it's quite immoral to donate to animal cause because human suffering is still exists. And if no one donate to human suffering, who else? Who gonna donate to human suffering if it's not human too? It's impossible. Animal gonna donate to some kind of like human suffering, right? What animal can do to human? We know that we eat animal. We eat chicken. We eat cow. We eat goat. Kind of like that. But all of that is always need help from human. I mean, we have chicken farm that was made from that was made by human too. So I think from both of this, human are more important than animal. Thank you. That was for me.
Okay, then let's call CG. Person government shall floor is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. We have been waiting for a superhero to come and save human, but it's not gonna happen if human only cares about animal suffer, but don't think about what the fellow human have been suffered all of this time. So I think OG have said if human problem solved, so animal suffer will also solved. But I think we can take it for granted because we sure that even if the human suffer is is disappear from this world, I think it can guarantee it still can guarantee that human will not going to do a harm things for animal again. And I wanted I think I'm thankful with the leader of opposition because he also said about using animal as a beneficial way for human. I think what he said is also beneficial in our side of the house because they I think they I indirectly said that it is okay for harming the animals or killing the animals for our own welfare for human needs like we are using uh, the the animal fuel the animal for a leather jacket and we are using the animal bodies for our consuming so, and the truth is human need that to meet our needs and I think it is also beneficial at our side of the house. So the opposition might say that it is a selfish thing if we don't think at all about the animals and they probably also says about the unhumanity. But let's think about it twice. Because what is more unhumanity, let our brother and sister dies in suffer, or not donating our money for animals? I think not all of the animals uh have to be donated, and I think not. I think we are as the human has a more based on the hierarchy of rights people have right to live and right to be free from suffer. I think our right to be free from suffer is higher than the animal rights to be free from suffer. And then why in our side of the house we think that it would be better and more moral for us to help fellow human first before helping the animals because in the status quo we know that so many human suffering happened like what the government side have said. So they we know that there is so many poverty in our country that has that cannot be solved in just in just one night. And I think we need to donate our money to people that is in poverty in these days. And also the government have said about uh, human that is in a bad health condition. But I want to explain about it more. I think there are so many diseases in this world, such as cancer, HIV, uh, and COVID-19, also Ebola, so on and so forth. But I want to explain more about COVID-19 and Ebola. Why? Because COVID-19 and Ebola causes the causes of this disease is animal. So as we know that COVID-19 happened because of the bat, or we also know of it as kelelawar, and the Ebola, as we know, it is happened because of the monkey. The virus separation is by a monkey. Separation and of COVID-19 can also happen by animal substance too. So then why we should waste our money to the things that can be harm for human or can kill us with disease, or we can say that animal is also a threat for us because they can make us in a really bad health condition, as we know that uh, having Ebola in our body. It will make us die slowly. And if COVID-19, we may think that if we are uh, infected with COVID-19, it will we can still be healthy in the end of the day. The the thing is, we can see based on the status quo, there are so many cases that kills people because of COVID-19, and I think this is really bad for us. And I have a solution of this problem that is more beneficial. It is to donate our money to like kitabisa.com, people who suffer from disease and people who suffer from war. But uh, and I think that is more beneficial if we have uh if we have more money to I think we need it to people that is suffer from pain and suffer from all of this virus that causes by the animals. That's all from me. Thank you.
Oke, si si Jen Gerson mana nih? Keluar. Nah ini dia. Oke, Gerson. Oh, connection kayaknya ini ya. Kita tunggu sebentar ya. Kita tunggu sampai 20. 9.20, kalau masih belum berarti kita skip dia ya.
I'm sorry, sir. I think Gerson have a problem with his device.
Oh, I see. Oke. Kalau gitu kita skip ya berarti ya.
Iya.
Oke. Jadi langsung ke feedback aja ya. Jadi gini guys, sebenarnya di sini agak perdebatannya timpang ya. Ini masih below average debate karena kurang engaging dari opposite atau negative side of the house kayak gitu. Dan di satu sisi there's still repetitiveness dan ada misappropriate di identifying what to assess gitu loh from motion. Jadi pertama, hal yang sebenarnya kurang di highlight itu adalah tentang immorality-nya gitu. Jadi sebagai pembicara dari government itu masih dipandang gagal menyampaikan what do they mean, what do they consider something as immoral. Itu harus dijelaskan di awal. Harus ada parameter yang jelas bagaimana satu hal, satu action is considered as immoral gitu ya. Jadi immoral tuh like doing brutals, doing violence, being unfair, bring more unjust to people or to surroundings atau kayak gimana kayak gitu loh. Jadi akhirnya kita bisa ngedefine ya doing particular harms toward animals is this actually can be considered immoral ataukah setiap sesuatu yang inhuman itu adalah immoral? Apakah doing something inhuman to other than human is immoral atau not consider as inhuman kayak gitu loh. Jadi karena ini tidak dijelaskan di awal dan juga kurang direspon dari CG sebagai sebenarnya kesempatan untuk ambil kredit di situ karena apa ya line ya atau definition of immoral itu masih blurry ya. Ketika definitions of immoral itu masih blurry, akhirnya apa? Di situ fokusnya malah ke rather than discussing about whether the immorality happened and default toward the animal whether it should be ended or not, akhirnya ngebahasnya lebih ke how to end human suffering gitu loh. Karena immoralnya itu nggak dibahas di awal. Gitu. Jadi kalian tuh lebih fokus tentang bagaimana kita nggak bisa ignore human suffering, kemudian bagaimana how to end the suffer. Padahal kalau misalnya kalian bisa bawa itu ke case misalnya sisi immoral yang udah jelas, itu sebenarnya kalian bisa melihat bahwasanya akan menjadi baik atau akan menjadi benar gitu loh. Kita prioritizing ya upholding the rights of human over animals kayak gitu. Dan sebenarnya yang aku harapkan dari CG ya itu adalah ini expect ya adalah berani untuk ngambil stance-nya dari opposition kayak gitu loh. Jadi pertanyaannya dibalik lagi. Bahkan ketika there is a clear oppression toward animals ya, bahkan ketika knowing that human stand as the top positions in the hierarchical of the nature, bahkan ketika animals has no mind ya to regulate or to rule beyond the earth, war is still actually justified to less prioritize their rights kayak gitu loh. Jadi manusia itu udah punya akal dan bisa ngatur semuanya. Manusia itu yang paling di atas, paling berkuasa gitu loh. Kenapa akhirnya kita masih membiarkan opresi harm yang terjadi kepada animal dan mengatakan itu immoral dan itu ternyata masih benar. Nah itu loh. Jadi harus sampai berani seperti itu sih sebenarnya. Kayak gitu ya. Oke. Kayak gitu ya. Oke, jadi aku jelaskan sekarang per individu ya. Oke. Jadi di Bagus tadi mengatakan bahwasanya ada sesuatu yang kurang ya. Jadi kamu hanya menjelaskan what is immoral dan kamu mengatakan solving human means solving animal. Padahal yang harus dijelaskan adalah reciprocity-nya itu, reciprocal ya. Reciprocal itu ada hubungan timbal balik gitu ya. Seperti kayak kemarin itu istilahnya causal causation ya. Jadi jadi sebenarnya kalian harus memandang jadi kayak gini. Kalau misalnya aku jadi oposisi, aku bakal bilang bahwasanya human sama animals itu adalah two different entities gitu loh, with two different specific of characteristic kayak gitu loh. Ya, human has no mind, has mind, I'm sorry, and animal haven't gitu. And that's why we should defend for those who didn't have mind at the very beginning. But ladies and gentlemen, why I say that solving humans problem can actually reduce or even nullify the problems happening in animals kayak gitu ya. Jadi kamu harus menjelaskan proses bagaimana kita menyelesaikan masalah manusia, itu akan automatically will end the suffer of animals. Kayak gitu loh. Ya, jadi tidak hanya mengatakan sesimpel menyelesaikan masalah manusia dan akan menyelesaikan masalah animals, karena mereka punya different problems kayak gitu. Misalnya kalau misalnya itu tentang poverty, apakah ketika misalnya aku selesaikan masalah poverty di manusia, poverty di hewan akan juga selesai begitu saja? No, gitu kan. Jadi kamu harus menjelaskan di situ lebih banyak gitu. Kemudian kalau misalnya tadi diberikan alasan ya bahwasanya human rights contain the rights of animal ya. The rights of animal misalnya to be respected, to be appreciated, to be protected kayak gitu kan ya. Dan sebenarnya nih ada statement yang masih kurang apa ya? Sebenarnya bisa dipertanyakan oleh si Bima gitu, tapi nggak disentuh. Misalnya animal can save themselves kayak gitu loh. Ya kan? Yes, nggak apa-apa, Gerson. Gitu. Jadi harusnya ya Bima, jadi kalau Bima kamu menjadi oposisi, pertama kamu nggak harus highlight functions of animals gitu loh. Kegunaan manfaat-manfaatnya animals itu buat apa aja gitu. Kamu nggak apa-apa sebutin di awal, tetapi kamu harus gunakan itu sebagai sesuatu untuk mendefend animals gitu loh. Kamu sebagai orang-orang atau parties communities yang mendefend rights of animals yang sudah sedemikian parah di-ignore sama people kayak gitu loh. Ya kan, kamu bisa misalnya kalau aku jadi Bima, aku akan pertanyakan gitu loh. So please opening government explain me till when ya will the human suffer end kayak gitu loh. Kapan habisnya? Gak akan ada habisnya gitu loh. Gitu. Jadi kamu harus di opposition itu harus berani karakterize gitu loh. Bahwasanya animals dan human itu different entities gitu loh. Different obligation, different rights. Makanya itu ya humans yang standing on the top of hierarchical of the nature, ya having more responsibilities to take care what what they can empower gitu loh. Karena for example like when we do not consider the importance of coexist with animals, then we actually can be the side that at loss kayak itu loh the most, karena we still rely on animals in terms of their food, in terms of everything that can be used from them. For example, like what I have said before, kayak gitu kan, kamu jelaskan masalah mereka itu bisa clothing material, bisa fertilizer gitu ya. Nah, kemudian baru di bagian akhir si Bima ini nyebutin tentang ancaman-ancaman landmine, kemudian sniper toward animals, tapi kurang dijelaskan kenapa akhirnya dengan menyelesaikan masalah animals itu juga setidaknya menyelesaikan masalah manusia kayak gitu loh ya kan ya. Jadi nggak dibalik gitu ya. Jadi di sini tuh harus benar-benar taktik gitu ya, benar-benar strategis banget gitu. To donate to animal related causes when suffering still exists. Itu maksudnya kenapa donating itu ya dikatakan sesuatu yang berbahaya kayak gitu ya. Sesuatu yang tidak berakhlak gitu ya. Jadi kalau misalnya aku jadi Bima, kenapa ignorance toward human is justified gitu ya kan. Jadi apa sih? Pertama kalian harus jelaskan dulu ya, the importance of donation. Apa value yang bakalan sangat baik yang bisa kita dapatkan kita start donating to humans, yang di situ nggak akan bisa terjadi ketika kita donating to animals kayak gitu loh. Yang eksklusif hanya terjadi ketika di human. Begitu juga kalau misalnya jadi Bima sebagai tim oposisi, kamu juga harus jelaskan apa exclusive points yang bakalan bisa kita achieve ketika kita donating something toward animals. Misalnya ya, induce the awareness of people gitu kan, to the operations done gitu kan, to the hunting done widely toward the animals kayak gitu. Jadi ada sisi-sisi misalnya compassion gitu kan, affection. That is not only beyond atau within the limit within human gitu loh. Bahwasanya perhatian kita pada preserving the life of wildlife is less kayak gitu loh ya kan. Kita cenderung untuk menghabisi mereka, menggunakan mereka sebagai sesuatu yang hanya untuk human satisfaction and needs kayak gitu. Ya. Itu jadi yang perlu diimprove. Kemudian dari OG2 sebenarnya di sini si Nur berusaha untuk mengcompare ya antara human sama animals gitu. Tapi perlu sebenarnya di sini ya ini mosinya itu sesuatu yang bisa diimprove dari kalian. Kalau misalnya kita tahu itu motionnya apa tadi nih, retrospective type motion, berarti di situ ada pertanyaan kenapa, what is actually right, wrong, ya kan? What is actually good or bad, gitu kan? Kemudian bisa kalian gunakan actor analysis atau harms benefit analysis, kayak gitu loh ya. Itu. Jadi sesuatu yang kurang di situ. Apa sih yang membuat kita bisa extending, ya kan? Bisa extending the motion sehingga bisa menjauhi repetitiveness. Nah, di situ ya itu. Jadi di awal itu nggak ada signposting yang menjelaskan ini, aku akan jelaskan berdasarkan kenapa sih ini bagus kayak gitu loh. Ya kan, kenapa sih ini buruk? Kenapa aku menggunakan analisis seperti apa? Nah, itu nggak ada dari awal kayak gitu. Itu seharusnya dikenalkan lebih awal dulu sehingga ada warna dari setiap argumen yang disampaikan, menunjukkan kalau kalian itu nggak merepeat ya statement yang diucapkan oleh lawan kayak gitu. Actor analysis misalnya buat Michelle, gunakan itu misalnya ketika misalnya kita donating to donating more toward humans is not considered immoral. Kenapa? Ya karena di situ misalnya dari actor analysis ya, karena si hewan ini juga akan merasakan manfaat gitu loh. For example, ketika kita membuat smart city for those people living in slum ya, in slum areas, itu akhirnya juga semakin membuat ekosistem di sekitar, hewan-hewan di sekitar itu bisa koeksis dengan mereka kayak gitu loh. Karena di smart city itu for example kita akan punya green space yang cukup bagus untuk animals kayak gitu loh. Berbeda ketika misalnya kita nggak care dengan keadaan manusia yang living in slum areas, di situ nggak ada higienitas, kemudian selokannya nggak teratur, livingnya nggak sehat, kemudian akhirnya ya karena nggak sehat semuanya ya akhirnya repulse-nya ya under the water-nya jelek semuanya, nggak ada facilities for birds atau surroundings animals kayak gitu kan. Jadi kalau misalnya itu untuk memberikan contoh aja, jadi misalnya kamu memberikan justifikasi bahwasanya animals sebagai aktor itu juga akan mendapat benefit kayak gitu loh, dan akhirnya operation terhadap mereka pada awalnya yang terlihat di muka itu sebenarnya adalah a part of having them in more secure atau benefiting places kayak gitu. Jadi operationnya akhirnya bisa dijustified. The immoral things that happen against the animal itu sebenarnya akhirnya is okay gitu loh. Karena pada akhirnya ini juga akan membuat mereka mendapatkan awareness dari people gitu loh. Semakin banyak akhirnya mereka yang attentive terhadap hewan, for example, kayak gitu. Jadi actor type-nya bagaimana kalian membuat status-status yang membahayakan itu menjadi bagus buat aktor yang lain, atau kalian bisa expanding kenapa akhirnya ketika kita berbuat immoral ya in terms of donation toward kalian bisa balikan juga gitu loh. Justru ketika misalnya kita donating more to the animals itu malah semakin immoral kayak gitu kan. Jadi kan sebenarnya perspektif immoral apa enggak sih kalau kita donasi lebih ke manusia atau ke hewan kayak gitu kan sebenarnya. Gitu. Oke. Ya itu aja sih. Jadi debatnya masih how to end human suffer and why should we end human suffer. Masih belum menyentuh sisi immoralnya itu ya yang harus dijelaskan di awal, dan bagaimana akhirnya animal related causes itu bakal which side yang butuh donation more ya, dan donation itu dan those donation can be considered immoral or not kayak gitu sih, antara animal related cause sama human suffering kayak gitu. Oke. Kira-kira ada yang mau ditanyakan?
Sir, saya kurang paham sama yang mendefinisikan immoral itu, Sir.
Oke, mendefinisikan immoral ya. Jadi mendefinisikan immoral itu soalnya di oposisi itu bisa menjelaskan sisi perspektif immoral yang berbeda kayak gitu loh. Jadi kalau misalnya mosinya di sini adalah masyarakat percaya bahwasanya immoral to donate to animal related causes. Kalau misalnya aku ngelihat dari penjelasan so far, di sini tuh immoral dikatakan sebagai sesuatu yang inhuman, yang tidak manusiawi. Tetapi sebenarnya immoral itu bisa didefinisikan kalau sebagai oposisi segala tindak diskriminatif, opresif, harmful, substantis itu bisa dikatakan immoral. Sesuatu yang unjust, unfair toward every entities ya, regardless their shape ya, toward their plants, animals, human itu bisa dikatakan immoral. Sesuatu yang nggak sesuai dengan social conduct itu bisa dikatakan immoral. Jadi kamu nggak berusaha mengotak-kotakan immoral hanya based on the perspective of human aja, kayak gitu loh. Nah, itu. Jadi yang aku lihat di sini tadi immoralnya hanya di shape dari perspektif in human, sedangkan setiap hal yang contains harms toward entity selain manusia is okay kayak gitu. Ya, jadi aku sebenarnya kepingin kalian memberikan setidaknya ada satu definisi yang pas tentang immoral dulu di awal, yang akhirnya itu menjadi pijakan untuk menjustifikasi opresi-opresi yang dilakukan terhadap animals, kayak gitu loh. Donation terhadap animals itu semakin sedikit, kenapa itu tidak dikatakan immoral, kayak gitu loh, ya kan? While still knowing bahwasanya human suffer will not end that easily. While still knowing there will be so many cases of animal problems that doesn't end also. Kayak gitu. Kenapa akhirnya di-justify untuk prioritizing, donating, and knowing that is actually immoral. Kayak gitu. Oke. Ada lagi? Jadi awali ya, kalian kalau misalnya mau mulai itu gunakan pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang udah di-share sebelumnya itu ya. Kalau misalnya masih ini berarti pertanyaan intinya ini gitu. Jadi ada tim splitnya yang jelas gitu loh. Itu bisa menjadi signposting dan memberikan tanda kepada juri, "Hey juri, ini argumenku beda, aku nggak mau ngulangi lagi," kayak gitu loh. Ya. Jadi udah nggak dicap repetitiveness lagi gitu. Gitu. Oke, ada lagi yang mau ditanyakan? Cukup? Oke. Kalau cukup lagi ya. Satu lagi. Oke.
Ini nggak ada materi berarti, Sir.
Nggak ada materi. Kan materinya udah double kemarin kan di pertemuan sebelumnya itu.
Oke, kalau
Fokusnya
gitu
gimana?
bentar aku ngajak teman-teman yang belum join dulu.
Oke, silakan ya.